Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is March the 5th, 2020. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin in motion. 5-digit realm. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that today. Relentless. This is your home for Bitcoin insider information. I'm offended by selling. Don't FOMO on alts. Hello, my elite friends. How you doing today, baby? Beautiful day, as you two would say. Hey, hey. So if you've got questions, I've got answers. Type in Bitcoin Meister or do a super chat. Remember this Friday, which is tomorrow, in less than 24 hours at 2 p.m. Baltimore time. It's This Week in Bitcoin. As usual, you get that every Friday. Best guest in the freaking space, Juan Galt. You're going to get offended by tomorrow, but there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, so it should be a great time. Tomorrow, Friday, This Week in Bitcoin. Follow me on Twitter at TechVault, people. Seriously, I've been tweeting all day, retweeting. You mention me, I retweet you if it's a good thing, which most of the time it is when people mention me. TechBalt. And disruptmeister.com, you can watch all over 1,600 YouTube videos that I've been in that deal with Bitcoin. All right. So let's talk about the what is this here? We'll talk about, like this shirt, by the way, it's linked to below. I got this at Las Vegas Tone Vase conference. You can get one like it. It's HODL something or other from Canada. It's linked to below. Let me just show you. All right, we're going to talk about coin joining real quick here. Yeah, I don't coin join, but there are a lot of people interested in it. And this dude, Samurai Dev, says, at this very moment, at this very minute, this was a while ago, according to my rough calculation, 4.4% of the mempool is made up of whirlpool mixes awaiting confirmation. Make every spend a coin join, he says. So clearly, there are a lot of people interested in this privacy thing, aren't they? That the mempool, 4.4%, is made up of whirlpool mixes? That's a shocking number. 0.4.com. Of course, everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. Whirlpoolstats.com gives you some statistics about this coin join stuff. And the month of February, which is a short month, even though it's a little longer than it usually was, is the most popular Samurai Whirlpool month of all time. Now, there haven't been that many, but it beats it by a lot. So fancy sets and graphics at that site, at that tweet. If you want to know more about this kind of thing, it's getting more popular. Clearly, it's definitely getting more popular, and we'll see how it progresses. So there must not be that hard if that many people are doing it with their Bitcoin. All right. Or that many Bitcoins it's happening to them. Now, all right. Yes, I'm offended by that too, Cass, what you just said. I can't say that word. Remember, if you got questions, type in Bitcoin Meister so I see them. And pound that like button right now. Strong Hand 2024. Make that one of your sayings for the next 4 years. Learn how to hold. If you're new to this, because a lot of you weren't around in 2016 when I was saying strong hand 2020. Now we got to say strong hand 2024. Let's go over to, stick in the United States, then we'll go to Asia for a second here. This just is a reminder, tax season. I guess we're in tax season. When I'm running, I see people dressed up with like the Statue of Liberty, like rolling around signs saying, we'll do your taxes or whatever. So it must be time for that. And now, although I wonder, the guy that they're paying to hold the sign, I want value and whatever, anyway. So value your wealth in Bitcoin is what I'm about to talk about here. We're coming because this quote here reminds us that if you play in the fiat realm, you got to play by their rules, and their rules are nasty when it comes. And when I say they, I mean the United States government. The rules are nasty when it comes to taxes because they haven't taken time to clarify it yet. Now, time is a key word from what I just in that sentence I just said. In time, it's going to be a lot easier. These crypto taxes, it's going to be a lot easier. We're very early on, so you can take your chances and value your wealth in fiat and offend me and sell your Bitcoin and then have to deal with this nightmare. Or you wait it out, you have a strong hand, and it will be easier one day. God forbid you ever have to turn it into fiat. All right, beyond 2024, but let's read the quote. During the United States congressional meeting titled, this has just happened, Building Blocks of Challenge, the Benefits of Blockchain Technology for Small Businesses, the participants discussed the effect of blockchain to small businesses. At the gathering, Protocol Labs General Counsel member Marvin Amori said that doing your taxes for crypto is the worst nightmare. When asked if tax treatment is very complicated. So no, it's not ready for prime time yet, but in time, dudes. So, hey, if you want to play in the fiat realm, you're offending me, but you'll have to deal with it. So don't say you weren't warned. When like stacking sats. Oh, who is this dude? He says, Bitcoin Meister, beware the Bitcoin Inquisition. Oh no, I'm not worried about things like that. All those fitting in is overrated. If people want to do those virtue if they want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Virtue signaling. No, that's the purity test people. They're wasting their time with the Meister. Bring on the Inquisition to me. Oh, look who is in the house. I was thinking about you lately, Shane Ulrich. I was wondering where you are. I made a live show. Thank you for helping me have strong hands. I'm so excited for the next 5 to 10 years. Dude, you should be. And you got a beautiful family out there. They're going to be really happy about it, Shane. Did you do the MWC, by the way? I felt like we talked about MWC at one point. I don't know if we did. Did you? I hope you did MWC because your family will thank you in the future. And I don't know. Send me an email about that if you did that. I wanted to send you an email about it, but I hope everything is going well up there and people are not panicking like they are in Seattle or making a big deal. I don't know what's going on in your neck of the Northwest, but I want to get to the Northwest soon. Well, this year, hopefully, maybe later this year. You never know. All right. Long live the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful. So moving on, let's go to South Korea here. No, before we go to South Korea, let's go to Vortex talking about this. Let's go to New York State, where a power company is mining Bitcoin every day. This is great stuff. Vortex points out to ramp up exponentially. Wrong. A power plant in New York sets up it, and this is what he's talking about. A power plant in New York sets up its own Bitcoin mining operation using the electricity it produces to generate about $50,000 worth of cryptocurrency every day. And of course, if you're familiar with this channel, I have been talking about Steve Barber, who's been doing this in Canada. I've been talking about him since early 2018, so for 2 years. So this should not be a shock to you that other power-related entities are doing this. He does it with excess natural gas. It's the same type of same base layer deal there. Okay, using extra capacity to create Bitcoin through mining. Now, another statistic, something from Bloomberg who wrote about this. No, Marty Bent also wrote about this. The latest operation coming to you live from upstate New York, where a power plant pushing natural gas to their local grid has decided to fit their operation with some supplementary mining equipment to harness untapped energy during times when there isn't that much demand from the grid. allowing the power plant to stay open longer than otherwise would be possible, helping to keep people employed and even out the energy load over the course of the whole year instead of just peak seasons. So they're employing people, they're using extra capacity. It's great. This is a beautiful thing. For all the haters of Bitcoin, you show them this. And well, they'll still probably hate it. Pound that like button. Okay, now we're going to South Korea. And people from late 2017 remember when it was wild and wacky in South Korea. I even got to visit South Korea thanks to a very awesome dude out there and hang out in, I was in Busan most of the time, but thanks to a very awesome dude out there, I got to go to Seoul also, which was freezing at the time. But now, and it was wild and wacky. Now, then they went the complete other direction and scared people. And well, now today we got news. South Koreans. Amendment to Special Reporting Act passes. Cryptocurrency now fully legal in South Korea. Awesome. But there's one not awesome part of it. The reason it's legal is because now the exchanges and all sorts of third parties that you may have to deal with in South Korea have to do some pretty intense KYC on your butt out there. So, okay, there's KYC in South Korea. Some of you South Koreans will find ways around it, I'm sure. And but at least it's legal, and maybe this will get all the housewives back into it who love to day trade stocks also. Now, and South Korean men, oh God, you know, some of you dudes, I heard your stories. You really let those ladies whip you around sometimes. Not all of you, but some of you. You know who I'm talking to, dude. But anyway, there's different cultures in this world. It's a lovely place to visit. Even with all that panic out there now, I would visit now if, you know, the United States would let me back in. Hey, watch yesterday's show, by the way, if you want to hear me talk about all these panic prisons everyone is throwing themselves in, okay? Yesterday's show, I talked about the situation with travel going on, and I think is ridiculous. And we'll just watch the end of yesterday's show. The end of yesterday. It was a good one. Pound that like button. And also watch the Tuesday show. I talked about Brad Mills and the survey that he did. I don't know how everyone should be tweeting about this Brad Mills survey, okay? It's a real survey of what people think about Bitcoin, a scientific, nothing, not just a Twitter. It's not a Twitter survey, not a Twitter poll. He paid for this, okay? So go to Tuesday's show right now, watch it. We'll probably talk about it on tomorrow's show. I'll probably Brad back on This Week in Bitcoin in 1 to 2 weeks because I have a 10-week rotation and he was on like 8 to 9 weeks ago. He's got a good podcast out there. So let's talk about Lightning Network for you Lightning Network freaks. Very interesting article about the future here. I don't know if this will pick up. I don't know if this will be a killer app. How the Lightning Network could improve encrypted messages. So Lightning Network, encrypted messages combo. You tech heads can read it. Tell me how realistic it is, if it's going to really happen, if it's and if it can make a big difference. I still hesitate with some of these technologies because I just know we simplify things for the common man, and this seems kind of complicated. But who knows? But read it. So if you're a tech head, if you're not a tech head, then don't read it because you can only do so much during the day. Now, ZDNet has an article about malicious Chrome extension caught stealing Ledger Wallet recovery seeds. Okay, Ledger Wallet people, you don't need a Chrome extension. So why the heck did you even download it in the first place? Don't do that. Don't frivolously never put in your freaking recovery seeds, dude. So it looks like ever have to type in your recovery seed into the keyboard. You can just type it in to the Trezor, and then it's all good. That you're not getting fooled by something malicious like this. But they're going to keep on trying. People out there from the Ukraine, from Asia, from the United States, everywhere. Those are true scams, okay? Those are true scams. We abuse that word. There are going to be a lot of people out there that are just trying to rob you all the time, and you just got to be very, very careful. And So the best thing to do is never get into your ledger. Never have to get into your Trezor. Why do you have to get into there anyway? The only reason you need to get into there, well, there's one good reason: signing a message for your airdrop crypto dividend. That's freaking awesome, because we love to get free crypto dividends that we turn into Bitcoin. But otherwise, the only other reasons to get in there is to move Bitcoin around, to, God forbid, send it to an exchange to sell it. No, the cool thing about having your own hardware wallet, you can create as many receive addresses as you want to, save them all somewhere, and then when someone needs to send you Bitcoin, or you need to send yourself Bitcoin for some reason, all you do is you send it to that address. You don't have to get into your Trezor to create new ones, because you already created a lot of them. You don't need to get into your Trezor or ledger to receive Bitcoin. Some newbies don't know that. Some newbies don't know that at all. But hey, it's a growing space, so I will state the obvious sometimes, because the obvious is not obvious for everybody. Now, the always entertaining Bitcoin Rabbi has a tweet out there that is in honor of Purim, which is next Tuesday, where we read the Megillah, but he made a Bitcoin Talmud tractate. Now, I'm not too sure what it says. I know it says Bitcoin in Hebrew in the middle of the tractate. Hopefully he'll give a translation to it, but he's a funny guy. That's linked to below. Get his book. We'll see what he does for Purim in terms of Bitcoin. It should be fun for everyone who celebrates Purim on Tuesday. It's coming up. Wow, time is flying by. And on Saturday's show, by the way, I will talk about the real Talmud, because we're going beyond Bitcoin on Saturday's show, and some other Jewish topics, life after death type of stuff. But that's Saturday's show. You never know what you're going to get. You do know it's going to be beyond Bitcoin. And I showed this shirt already. Can you see it? I don't know, because I'm not even looking at the screen right now. But does anyone else have any other questions? No, they do not. All right, that is the end of the show then. And going once, going twice, sold. We're at the end of the show. Oh yeah, let me show the shirt. He was in motion. He gave it to me at the that legendary event. Yes, you should see the video where I last wore this shirt. We had two special guests on. Some of you might remember that show. It kind of it made a lot of people get into gossip mode, didn't it? All right, I'm Adam Meister. Don't be a Bitcoin Yenta. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister. Tune in Friday, tomorrow, 2 p.m. This week in Bitcoin, 2 p.m. Baltimore time, 7 p.m. London time, 11 a.m. Los Angeles time. Juan Galt, Adam Meister will be the host. Who else? Ken Bozak making a great return, and Chris Black. So see you guys tomorrow. Pound that like button. I feel like I forgot something, but I probably didn't. Bye-bye.